Welcome to episode 10 of Beyond Juneteenth, Tracing Families After Emancipation. Throughout this series, we've explored the history of emancipation, family separation, Reconstruction, migration, census records, DNA, and the ongoing search for ancestral connections. Today we conclude the series by discussing why Juneteenth remains important not simply as a historical event, but as a reminder that memory itself must be preserved. Juneteenth marks the day when freedom was finally enforced in Texas following the Civil War. But Juneteenth has always been about more than a date on a calendar. For generations, African American communities used Juneteenth celebrations to pass down stories, honor ancestors, teach history, and strengthen community bonds. It became a living tradition of remembrance. One of slavery's greatest tragedies was the deliberate destruction of family connections. Names were changed, families were separated, histories were erased. Remembering and reconstructing those histories is an act of restoration. Every ancestor identified is a piece of history recovered. Many of the most important details about our ancestors never appeared in official records. Stories passed down through generations often preserve names, places, migrations, and family relationships that cannot be found anywhere else. Oral history may not always be perfect, but it often contains clues that guide future research. When elders share stories, they are passing on irreplaceable historical evidence. One of the greatest regrets many genealogists express is not asking more questions while older relatives were still alive. Every family contains knowledge that may disappear forever if it is not documented. Even a simple recorded conversation can preserve details that future generations will treasure. Preservation can take many forms. Some families create books, others build online family trees. Some organize photographs, letters, and documents into digital collections. The goal is not perfection. The goal is preservation. Genealogists are not simply researchers. We serve as caretakers of family history. Our responsibility is to preserve evidence, verify information, and pass it forward. The records we save today may become the foundation for future generations. Many individuals who lived through slavery left few records behind. Some remain unidentified even today. Yet their lives mattered. Their struggles mattered. Their stories deserve to be remembered whether we know their names or not. Genealogy helps restore dignity to those whose histories were often overlooked. Modern Juneteenth celebrations often combine remembrance with education. Across the country, communities host festivals, lectures, museum exhibits, family reunions, and genealogy workshops. These events connect the past with the present and ensure that future generations understand the significance of freedom and family history. Family history is about more than names and dates. Understanding where we come from helps us understand who we are. Juneteenth reminds us that history lives through people, families, and communities. The preservation of memory is what allows future generations to learn from the past. Throughout this series, we've seen how records, oral histories, and DNA work together to reconstruct family histories. We've explored the challenges faced by formerly enslaved families and the remarkable resilience they demonstrated. Most importantly, we've seen how preserving memory helps reconnect families to their past. You do not need to be a professional genealogist to preserve family history. Start with a conversation, scan a photograph, label a family picture, record a story. Small actions today can become priceless historical resources tomorrow. Although this series is ending, the work of family history never truly ends. Every generation uncovers new records, new stories, and new connections. The search continues because our ancestors continue to matter. Their lives shaped our lives. Their stories deserve to be remembered. Thank you for joining me throughout the Beyond Juneteenth series. From emancipation and family separation to migration, records, DNA, and historical preservation, we've explored how genealogy helps us reconnect with the past. Juneteenth reminds us that freedom is worth remembering, families are worth preserving, and ancestors are worth honoring. May this series inspire you to continue documenting your family's story and preserving it for generations to come. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in future Ancestral Spotlight presentations. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and follow.